Judgment will find you. It will find you unless the Lord himself delivers you. There will be no escape from it. The Lord is getting ready to judge the United States. Oh, you can reject the message, but we're only deliverer, we're only the messenger. The Lord has sent us here to warn you today. And rather than receive the warning, the church turns up the gay disco music. This is the fruit of this church, the gay disco music. Oh, your pastor doesn't even have the decency to warn you about what's coming to America. Because if he did, most of his congregation would leave. Because the truth offends. And there is much sin in Fellowship Church. There are homosexuals in this church. There are fornicators in this church. There are pornography, people that watch pornography in this church. And folks, it should not be cool. The Lord is going to judge these things. So it's time to forsake your sins. The Bible says that friendship with the world is enmity towards God. And there are many friends of the world in Fellowship Church. We can tell just by your music. Just by your music. And I've got to tell you something. Your pastor is nothing but a pervert coward. Yes, he's perverting the truth. He's a coward. He won't tell you the truth. He won't give you the hard verses that Jesus spoke because he's afraid of losing your money because he's feeding on you. He loves to feed on you. That's how he bought his $1 million house. That's how he has his jets, because he's feeding on the flock. And God is fixing to judge him. So today, Ed, today is your warning, Ed Young. It's time to get right. It's time to get ready because judgment is coming. And the Bible says in 1 Peter chapter 4, judgment begins first at the house of God. Oh, but it's just a joke to the people in the churches, isn't it? Judgment's just a joke because they don't fear God. There's no fear of God in the churches. So they will laugh and giggle and mock until judgment is upon them. Yes, folks, I hate to tell you, most of you will laugh and giggle and entertain yourselves until judgment comes. And it will find you. There will be no escape. There will be no escape from it. But folks, there is hope. There is hope. If you'll humble yourselves. If you'll cry out for mercy. If you'll cry out for mercy, the Bible says a broken spirit and contrite heart, the Lord will not despise. But it requires action from you. Your pastor can't save you. That gun cannot save you from what's coming to America. It actually says when tribulation comes, the hirelings will scatter. That's the Bible. Deal with it. Now, they don't want you to hear this. They're almost blasting, blowing up your speakers over here because they want to stop the warning of God. They want to stop the warning of God at this church. So they blast the speakers to where the speakers are almost exploding. Yes, that's why I'm having to talk so loud, because they're trying to drown me out. Because they don't want you to hear the warning of God. They don't want you to hear the warning of God in Fellowship Church. Because they just want you to keep bringing the tithes and the offerings to the storehouse so Ed can get rich. Yes. Jesus loves you. He's going to judge the world in righteousness. He's going to judge this church. He's going to judge Ed. And Jesus is going to judge this church. The hirelings, the filthy hirelings. Ed, you need to put some more makeup on. We've seen some of the fruit of this church. We've seen a rebellious Jezebel come up here and try to rebuke the preaching. Shame on you, you Jezebel. Well, I should have expected that when we have hirelings like Ed Young. Ed Young enriching himself. Well, tribulation is coming, folks. It's coming to this country. And your rock and roll homosexual music won't save you. No, it won't. What? Oh, you're wearing your see-through pants, you Jezebel. Shame on you. The Lord is going to judge you, you wicked sinner. And Jesus doesn't love sinners. So you better repent, because he's going to send sinners to hell. He's going to send the sinners to hell. And you can sit there and burn with your pastor and burn with the sodomites. Oh, and you can sit there in your see-through pants, you wicked sinner. Shame on you. Well, the Lord is going to judge these things. And the people of God will have a fear of God. There will be. Louder, why don't you blow it up? Louder, blow it up, blow it up! Yeah, blow it up! Oh, there Where's the fruit of fellowship, church? The fruit of fellowship trying to stop the preaching. Probably a homosexual. Probably a homosexual that was on Pastor Ed's homo jet. Oh, he's flying around the world in his jet. Probably with his homosexual crew, huh? Folks, wake up, judgment is coming. And it will begin first at the house of God. But the people of God don't like to hear about judgment, do they? No, leave us alone. We only like the sweet Jesus. Oh, that's what the homos say, isn't it? Folks, this is your warning today. Judgment is coming and it will begin in the churches. 1 Peter chapter 4. You cannot be a friend of this church and a friend of God. The Bible says that friendship with the world is enmity towards God. Oh, but the churches love their entertainment. They love their entertainment. That's what the American churches are, because they love pleasure. The American churches love pleasure. And God is going to judge these things. So you better get right. You better forsake your entertainment, your idolatry. Oh, you better forsake it, folks, because destruction is coming. And it will begin first at the house of God. 1 Peter chapter 4. Oh, but most won't repent, will they? Most of the people in the churches won't repent because they don't fear God. No, the Bible says that the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. So what does it say about a church that doesn't fear God? It says that they're a foolish church. And that is most of the churches of America. When they are foolish churches, they don't fear God. The only thing they know how to do is be entertained. Oh, they don't believe that the Word is living and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. No, it's just get entertainment and the pastor gets rich. Oh, bring the money to head so he can be rich. Oh, bring the money to head so he can buy some more makeup. Bring the money to head so he can play some more homo music out in front of the church. Folks, it's time to wake up. Wake up, because destruction is coming. Destruction is coming. And this day will reverberate in your ears. Oh yes, when it comes, when destruction comes, when sudden destruction comes, oh, you will remember this day. And you will remember your mocking and laughing. Oh, you will remember these things. But Ed Young will not save you. Jesus himself said, when tribulation comes, the hirelings will scatter. Those are the words of Jesus. Those are the words of Jesus, but they don't teach the words of Jesus in the churches. Oh, Jesus said, where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. So we know where Ed Young's treasure is. Ed Young's treasure is in his mansion and his jets. We know where his treasure is. Jesus said you would know them by their fruits. We can see his stinky fruits, and we can see his stinky music out here. The homosexual music. You got quite a few homos in your church, don't you, Ed? You like the homos here, don't you? The homo boys, huh? Huh? You like to bring them on your jet? Is that what you do, Ed Young? You bring the homosexuals on your jet, you bring them over to your mansion? Oh, you love living in luxury, don't you, Ed Young? Well, God is going to judge you. And the Bible says that not many of you should want to be teachers because you will receive a stricter judgment. But you don't fear God, do you? You don't fear God, do you, Ed Young? Oh, you think you can live in luxury and steal from the sheep and steal from God? Well, he's fixing to judge you. Oh, you're one heartbeat away from being judged by the Lord, Ed Young. But you don't fear him, do you? And instead of you should fear him. But you're mistaking God's mercy and his long suffering for you, his acceptance for what you're doing. And he is not accepting how you're feeding on his flock. Oh, the Lord doesn't accept these things. The Lord is against you, Ed. And you need to repent. And the people of this church, it's time to humble yourself. It's time to cry out for mercy. Because judgment is coming. Judgment is coming. And it will find you unless you humble yourself. Unless you cry out for mercy. Oh, the Lord will judge you. Oh, what will he do to a rebellious Christian church that embraces homosexuality, that embraces pornography, that embraces dressing like a harlot? We just had a lady from your church that was dressed like a harlot. A lady from your church dressed like a harlot. And your pastor's not going to rebuke her because he's not a man of God. Only a man of God would rebuke a Jezebel. Your pastor loves it. He loves seeing the women in your church dressed like Jezebels because he's a hireling. And he's going to judge this thing. He's going to judge this church. Folks, it's time to wake up. Destruction is coming. Destruction is coming.